This tool is a pretty cool tool. You may have seen this show up mid-school year last year, but we're calling this the @ taskbar. It shows up in a brand new doc, and when you simply type the @ symbol, you get all these tools as a drop down. So they're kind of like quick shortcuts. So I could, just by typing someone's name, I could tag them in the document. So maybe I'll do Hebert, and then I could do @ and do somebody else. So maybe I want Beth Graham, and so forth. So I'm going to go down to a new line. I'm going to type the @ symbol again, and you can see underneath the people category, and I can go out here and have a whole list of people if I want to choose from them. But again, if I type the @ symbol, there are also these building blocks, so I can add meeting notes and all of this. So let's add a meeting note. And I've got a meeting coming up with Danielle Horner on a student. And what it does is it pulls in all the information. So it tells me the date of the meeting, who set it up, who the attendees are, and I like to turn this bold, and then I'm going to enter a space here and make this bold as well. And so now when I go to the meeting, or maybe I share this in the meeting notes, but I can start taking notes on whatever happened in the meeting. I can add some action items, whatever they are, and I just hit the enter key and I get more check boxes so that when something is done you can check it off. Maybe I want this to be bold and red so it kind of stands out. Action items. If I do the @ symbol again, this is an interesting one, the email draft. So sometimes when I'm working on something, I get this idea, I need to email so-and-so about something, and I can just do a draft right here within the document that I'm working on. So I would just type the @ and then again, I'll type in Beth, and I could add other people. I can put in my subject, and I can just write whatever my message might be. Now the interesting thing is, once I click on the M, it's going to create a draft. Not send it, but create a draft in my Gmail. And then if I go into my Gmail and check my drafts, I can see there is my email that I started to draft up to Beth Graham. And I can complete the email, and then I can send it right from here. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit more, and I'm going to put another @ symbol in here. And again, I'm going to go back to these little shortcuts here. So I could do a product roadmap, and you'll notice that it automatically puts in the drop downs here for you. I'm going to undo that. Now another thing that I could do back at the @ shortcut is I could add some files. So I could just click on that file to add it, and let me add one more. Sure, I'll add the business leader bio. I can mouse over each of these and get a preview. And if I want to see the actual document, I just click on the document and it's all live and right there. I'm going to do an @ symbol again. I can add checklists and numbered lists and bullet lists. I can add all sorts of media right here, any one of these. If I click on the emoji, it gives me my choices. So I can put any one of these in. I guess we're having a party today. Again, if your emoji goes in small, just change the font size of the emoji. Another @ symbol, and below the media are dates, are different headings. I can link in calendar events, and I can do page components in here. One that I like to do with my students is the watermark. When you click on watermark, it opens up this window over here. I can add an image, or I can just go to text and insert. Maybe I just want this to be a draft copy because the kids have not finalized their work yet. And so it says draft right along there. Or we could do confidential. Obviously, you can change the fonts and how you want it, diagonal, horizontal, what have you. So there are a lot of options here. I click on done, and it's there. Now, how do you get rid of a watermark? You again do the @ symbol, come down under page components, click on watermark, and right here is the remove watermark button. I remove the watermark, and I close the task window. And then the only other thing I really wanted to talk about, you can add the tables, and you can add all sorts of stuff. If you do special characters, you don't have to search through all the symbols, as well as all of these others, the emojis and so forth. If I want to add a smiley face, all I have to do right here is, oops, and there's some smiley faces, so I just click on it. It doesn't even have to be a beautiful picture. Let me put a door in here and a window. And you can see I've got two different kinds of houses that I could just simply add to my document back here. So characters, special characters are pretty fun. And you can do the drop downs from here as well. The other interesting thing though, is if you remember what you're trying to do, I can do @ and just type date, and I could do today's date. Or @ calendar, I can put a link into the UASD calendar. And I just start typing watermark, and it brings up the watermark. And notice not only did the watermark come up as an option here, but notice it came up with a shortcut to some of the emojis down here that start with water or have to do with water. So that's kind of neat. So I really like this. This shortcut floating toolbar, I think is really cool. Yes, all those options are available from the menu bar, but if you're in the middle of a document and you just want to tag somebody so that you can share this document with that person, you just add their name right there and they get tagged, and you can email them right from here. You could start a message to them, open up a video chat through Google Chat, or go and schedule a meeting with them. So I really like this. Some of these shortcuts I have been using a lot since this first came out. So hopefully you find this useful as well. And that's your shortcut floating toolbar.